All right, welcome back to another episode of the Full Fletch Podcast. Your hosts, Justin Mulvaney and Brooks Benson. Brooks, say what's up.
Hello, everybody. It is good to be back once
It
again.
is it is a little different look we're going for today. I'm trying my hand at hosting and producing at the same time. So um,
Nice guy.
instead of screenshots and screen recordings, whatever, being uploaded post production, I'm going to try to show live as we talk about things. Search things up, pop them up on the screen as we talk about them. So I guess the call to action is on Brooks to kill time as I Google things and throw them on the screen.
That is my call to the action today. To the action.
Yep. So, um, Brooks, tell us about your weekend. You had a fun
Well,
weekend, huh?
yeah, it was a fun weekend. Had first Western Hunt Fest of the year knocked out. Um, it was good. I think for my first arch ever competition setting archery shoot, I did decent.
Yeah.
Scored a 158, and yeah, out of 240, which is I'm pretty sure that's standard. You got 20 shots, um, 12, 10, 8, and 5, and
Yeah.
0. I only had 1-0 the whole time. That's great.
Yeah. So, I guess kind of give us the little breakdown of, I guess, on the zero and other things, your highs and your
Mm.
lows. I not to be negative Nancy, but I want to hear about the zero. More importantly, did you find the arrow after the zero?
I did. I thought I was gonna lose it,
That's a
so
win.
it was a win. We did find the arrow. It was fine, so that was good. So that 0, I can't remember the target, what it was. I think it was a deer or something, but no, maybe it was a ram. Might have been a ram. It was like uphill at like 35 yards, like a real steep angle, and I just missed low. And so, luckily, out of the 5 of us in the group, there was another 0, and he's been shooting archery for a long time. He was the elk calling champion this weekend.
Oh,
His
nice.
name's John. Yeah, his name's
That's cool.
John. Really cool dude. I don't know if you'll ever listen to this, but shout out John for winning the elk calling competition.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, he's really good. And so he was the other 0 out of our group, but we got only 2 zeros out of the group, which is good. I kind of got thrown into that group. Bunch of good dudes. So there was another guy who it was his first time as well, and John, and there's 2 others that they went to the Hunt Fest last year. And then they said they haven't shot a bow since Bailey, the event at Bailey last year.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, no, it was good. Got 2 12s, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, the first 12 was on, I think it was on a ram. I don't remember. Honestly, I'm kind of blanking. I should have took. The thing is I should have got video of the shots, but I was with a group of guys I've never been around really before, besides John,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to be that guy. Hey guys, can you take a video of me like a loser? Uh, no, I mean I'm sure they would have, but I was like in the moment just enjoying it, so that was fine.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that 12, I shot it. I think it was a downhill angle of like 40 yards or so, and yeah, I just shot it. I was like, that was actually a good shot. And I get down there, it was a 12 ringer. I was like, oh, let's go.
Hell yeah.
And then the other 12 was it was kind of funny because when Guy, the one of the guys who his name is Guy, he's one of the dudes who runs the Western Hunt Fest, and he was announcing like, all right, this group is going to go first, and then this group. I was in the second group that went out shooting, and well, he goes, hey, Dustin, uh, he goes, hey Dustin, have Brooks go with you. He's new. This is his first ever competition over the microphone. I was like, geez, guy, thanks, buddy.
Lovely.
I was like, they're like, those guys are gonna think I'm just like this freaking idiot. Like, oh, look at this newbie. No, they were fine. Because at first they're like, oh, they were like, we saw you here last year. What do you mean this is your first one? I was like, well, I just helped out last year. And they're like, oh. I was like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, this is my first like competition for 3D. And they're all
Yes.
like, oh, okay, cool. And I did shoot better than one of them, so I was pretty happy about that.
Hey, there you go.
Yep. Um, but yeah, so this was the second to last one. I 12 ringed it, and it was I think it was the challenge where you got to the shot and it read on the little sheet of paper like, hey, you have to talk crap to the person who's shooting. That was the challenge.
Okay.
And so um they're like, oh, this guy's whatever the heck they're saying.
Freaking new guy.
And
He
I
freaking sucks.
this guy sucks, newbie. And I freaking 12 ringed it,
Nice.
and everyone else like 8 ringed it. And yeah, I went out there. I was like, huh, I'm not as half retarded as guy thinks I am.
Man, they should have been talking crap the whole time if you're going to 12 ring.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Take
yeah,
notes
that
next
was.
time.
I mostly shot 8s, a few 10s, a few 5s. So
Yeah.
if I can get a couple of those 10s to 12s and a couple of those 8s to 10s, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, exactly.
The win- mhm. The winner of the archery shoot, he shot it with a recurve and scored a 224.
Dang.
Yeah,
Did they have
out of 240.
so did they have separate or like different distances based on what type of bow you used?
Nope, it was whatever bow you brought.
Dang. You got whooped by a
Yeah, he shot it
recurve,
with a
huh?
recurve. Yeah, the dude's a baller though, because he uh he lives. I think he goes between Montrose and Texas for work, and so he's kind of back and forth. But he guides in Alaska as well.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Hardcore.
and yeah, hardcore dude. He's really cool guy. Learned a lot from him. He gave me some elk hunting tips, which was cool. Really nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So that's one thing I like about the Western Hunt Fest community. Now I'm sure it's mostly the same everywhere else, but everyone's just like super nice. Like I had like this this one lady we were talking to yesterday, and she was like kind of newer to the archery community, and she's like, everyone's so happy here. I don't understand it. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of true. Like most people in the archery community are very like very caring, and they're like they'll take you in. They don't care if you're new or not. It's like yeah, you'll have some of those assholes here and there, but other than that, I think I mean she's right. Like I feel like the archery community in general is a pretty good community,
Yeah.
and if you get with the right people, then it's a lot of fun. And I think that's what Western Hunt Fest has really done a good job of, is just getting a nice group of people and just keep trying to grow it even more and more and more.
Yeah.
Uh, so then there was some other challenges which were fun. There was the pack out challenge, which was the first time I did it finally
Yeah.
after helping out 4 times last year with it. I finished in 49 minutes. I got a lot of work to do. So the course. So essentially, what the pack out challenge is for men is you have 2 60-pound bags, which are like mimic a quarter. You have 2 40-pound tan bags that mimic like, or sorry, the 2 reds are the heavy ones, are the rears. The 2 uh, tans are the fronts. So you have 40, 60, and 40. They have 2 10-pound miscellaneous bags. And so you have to pretty much carry as much as you can. You have to get all that in the full, like around the course. So essentially, well, the way you do it is you put 1 rear, 1 front, and I did 2 miscellaneous the first round, and then I had to take the deadhead with me. So I did that the first go around. And so that's about, I want to say 120 pounds, plus the deadhead is probably a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm hauling that through about half mile up and down in the middle of the Air Force Academy. So it was just a loop, and so yeah, um, it was hard. It was mentally hard.
Yeah.
Um, and it was good. And then so what you do is after the first lap, you drop your bag. No one can help you at this point. You drop your bag. You have to then take out the sandbags, throw the sandbags out, grab the other sandbags, put them in, restrap in. So I used another dude's Kafaru pack
Mm.
because my personal pack, it doesn't open all the way. So I couldn't get the sandbags in the right position.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I just used another dude's Kafaru pack, which was super nice of him. And so, but I couldn't figure out how to like get it to strap in for my life for like 10 minutes. I was getting so frustrated. And so that killed my time for sure. But that's part of the challenge. Like you gotta like know how to use your pack, which
Yeah.
is cool. Um,
Yeah. Once
and
you
so
get your own
then,
pack and like a good pack that you can do that with, I feel like that'll help you as well.
oh, for sure. Yeah, which I mean, it really made me like want to get a Kafaru and just be like, I'm set on the pack for a very long time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I did. Then finally got the sandbags in there, cinched in, and went around. And yeah, my legs were hurting. That's for sure.
I bet.
Uh, but it's good. So I finished in 49 minutes. The winner finished in 20. So there's that. And
Got some work
apparently
to do.
got some work. Apparently he's a former Green Beret. So
Yeah. Yeah. Probably
you
pretty good
know,
at that stuff.
yep, yep. So and then there was the sprint challenge, which the sprint challenge was. You can kind of see on my Instagram
Yeah, I've got it pulled
what
up
it
here too.
is. Yeah, so here, like Justin has it. It's time sprint weighted. Drag 3 arrows will add or subtract 12 rings, subtracts 3, 10 ring, 2, 8, 2, 5 is, or 8 adds 2 seconds, 5 adds 3 seconds, 0 adds 5 seconds. So it's essentially like you got to sprint down with your bow and 2 arrows. Or so sorry, I had 1 arrow knocked and I was sprinting down with my bow and 2 other arrows. You sprint, I want to say it's probably 40, 50 yards, probably about 50 yards. Sprint down, shoot the target it's about 20 yards away. Shoot the target, then you drop the bow and you run another 50 yards. Grab a sandbag. It was like a 25-pound sandbag. Bring it back. Drop the sandbag. Shoot another. Grab the sandbag. Go back to where the sandbag was. Drop it there. Run back. Shoot again, and then bring your bow and go all the way back to the start.
Yeah.
I finished mine in, what do you say, it was like 121 seconds or something like that, which is what,
2 minutes and 1 second.
2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 second. Which is, I did hit a 12 ringer, which is
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
So was that your final time or was that your like raw time?
I think that was because I did hit a 12 ringer, but I want to say my final time was like 122 because
Gotcha.
subtract maybe a little bit more, maybe 123. I can't remember. Either
You
way,
might have hit a couple fives or whatever.
yeah, because I had 12, 8, and 5. So on my shots, I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah. So I mean, your 12 ring and your 5 ring would have just canceled each other, and then your 8 added your 2 seconds. Yeah. So
yes,
123 seconds makes sense.
yeah. So,
Nice.
well, guy at first he goes 111. I was like, no way, I did it that quick. But I was kind of cooking.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was it was kind of fun. Yeah, I shouldn't say it's kind of. It was really fun to do
Yeah.
that. Apparently, I finished third out
Oh,
of.
that's cool.
I think there was like 12 guys who did it,
Nice.
maybe 15.
That's probably just as hard as the pack out challenge. Just
Oh
a
yeah,
little different.
because you have to like you got to sprint down there, and you got to be quick.
Yeah.
Now,
You can't you
does
can't
it
sit there
promote?
for a minute holding on the target to hit a
Right,
12 ring because that's not going to help you that much.
right, and like obviously, like at the grand scheme of things, the sprint challenge really doesn't do anything for you. Um, but at the same time, it kind of could if like, hey, I got this elk right in front of me, like chance of a lifetime, 20 yards out, shoot
Right.
it, try to be quick. So it could work on that. But yeah, when I shot the 12 ringer, dude, people went nuts. They're like, ah! They're like, new guy. Because it was like it was a perfect 12 ring. I was like, geez, I don't think I can do that again if I even tried.
Yeah.
Um, so then yeah, so did that, and then after that was the elk calling contest. I did not do the elk calling contest because I would sound like a dying elk.
You got to
So
practice so you can. I got the trophies for the ultimate champion pulled up here. You
yeah, like they get some pretty legit stuff. They're
you can see this guy. He won the solo pack him out
yeah, that's
solo
I
champion.
think that's Lucas in that photo. Is that wait, hold on. Oh, that's
Uh,
2022. I don't know who
yeah,
that is. Lucas won
they've
it
got it
last year.
cropped. You can't see who exactly this guy was, but
Yeah, Lucas is this dude. He's a friggin' baller. He won the whole thing last year for the men's division, and just freaking like guy's a baller. He's an accountant. He's like whatever, man. Like he kills everyone in the pack out, kills everyone in the shooting, and it's just like yesterday, him and another guy named Garrett who owns High Alpine Outdoors. Um, I think Lucas is an accountant. I could be wrong. Sorry, Lucas, if I get that wrong. But Garrett, who owns High Alpine Outdoors, that's a guiding service.
yeah.
He's pretty cool dude. He kills in the pack out as well. So him and Garrett and Lucas did it as a team together yesterday. They finished
Okay.
in 10 minutes.
Dang.
I'm like, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. Yeah. So
They're like,
I got a lot. Of,
this is cake.
yeah,
We know how
literally.
to do this as a team. That's easy.
But you look at like how they do it, and they know their pack. They know what they need to do. They've done it for a few years now, so it makes sense too.
Yeah, they've done the
Um,
challenge and they do it for a living,
yeah, exactly.
basically.
So they know what they need to do. It's like clockwork for them, but it's cool. Um, and then yeah, then after that they had dinner, and then the winners were announced, and that was pretty much the day. It was good.
Right on, right on. So, I mean, if you got this says if you got third place, you end up with 50 points. You got on the board.
I'm on the board, baby.
I mean,
Not
shoot,
bad.
that could have given you a chance at. I mean, it wouldn't have gotten you third place overall, but we got to get you on that elk calling so you can at least give yourself a chance.
Yeah, for
I mean,
real.
if
There's so
you come in third in elk calling and you find a way even into third of that pack out challenge, you're talking you're talking being in the business there, son.
yeah. So
If
I
you
know this year,
keep killing on the sprint challenge, work your way up second, third, first place.
never
You're,
know.
you're gonna be in the running for an overall champion.
Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna do an overall champion this year. They might at like the last one at Bailey if you did all three. I'm not 100% sure because they're not doing a quote unquote championship if that makes sense. Like they did
Right.
last year, Bailey was the championship.
They're just
They're
doing a
doing
event by event.
event by events, and then I don't know. They might be doing like an overall. They'll announce like the winners of Bailey, and then do an overall out of the three. They could do that. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah.
So
Well, it'd be hard to like expect somebody to be like, hey, yeah, if you do well at the first one and that was the only one you were planning on doing, and like you need to come back for the championship, and they're like, no, that'd be tough.
right, yeah, yeah. No, it'd be hard. So, but it was a
It
good
makes sense to
turnout.
do event by event.
Yeah. I mean, they did that last year too. They did stuff event by event, and then they did the championship at the end, which was
Yeah.
one day, and that was it. But I think this year they were just because they did they were supposed to do five last year. They ended up just doing four. They
Uh,
had to cancel the Reno event. Just it was just too difficult for people to get out there.
yeah.
Um, it's a haul, but so I think this year they're just gonna stick with the three and then kind of just go from there. So
Nice.
um, yeah, it was. Trying to think, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a cool group of people. Um, and it's like a small niche type of thing, and it's just trying to get more people to try the pack out challenge as well because there's only like 20 competitors who did the pack
Yeah.
out. I think it's tough because I think um, Jeff, one of the other owners, was saying that there was like 156 people signed up. So it's no it's no tack event. We'll tell you that right now.
Well, it's
But
just
it's
different.
but it's different.
It's an
Yeah,
actual competition.
yeah. Like tack, like we all know, tack is just for fun.
Yeah.
But this is more of just an actual competition. Like things actually matter. You like if you do well, you could win prizes, like really cool prizes.
Right.
Um, like I know. Well, they're raffled off a freaking spotting. I think it was a spotting scope yesterday from Vortex.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. So I can't remember who won that. I think someone. No, it wasn't anyone we knew,
Gotcha.
or at least I knew. But uh, but yeah, the next one is June 7th, 8th, and 9th in Raton. Um, the Raton, New Mexico, the NRA Center down there, and then the last one will be Bailey in the last weekend of July. At American Bowman up there in Bailey, Colorado. That's a really cool course.
Yeah.
Raton's really cool as well. But Air Force Academy, I was wow, this place is. They do a really good job of taking care of that place.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, they. I mean, no surprise there.
well, fun
Military
fact,
academy.
well, fun, I think the guy who the actual archery range is separate from the Air Force Academy. It's on Academy, but it's not owned by the Air Force or the government. It is
Oh,
privately owned. Yeah,
interesting.
which is interesting.
Yeah.
But I think the guy who runs it, he's former military. Um, but dude, I was looking up a season like a yearly pass for that place. It's only $95 for the year.
Dang. It's not bad.
I was like, no, it'd be worth it to buy it so you could go so I could go once a month because they apparently so they got I think two 3D ranges. They got the kids range, and they have like your regular target range. They have a broadhead range.
Oh, nice.
Um,
That's always nice.
yeah, and they just built a tack range too.
Oh, where it's like long distance type shots and
Hmm.
stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah. So I might be getting that membership here soon.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, be really cool. So and it's from my house. It's only 45 minutes. It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
So um, so yeah, that was my experience at Western Hunt Fest this weekend.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's sweet. I'll have to try next year to get out there, and then
Yeah, man, I think you'd really like it.
participate, have a booth, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And I
that'd be
think
sweet. We need to get in touch with them and see if we can get somebody from them to maybe come on the podcast, talk about
oh
one of the upcoming events or something like that.
yeah, for sure. We could probably ask I could ask Guy or Jeff, Efren, one of those guys.
Yeah.
I know Guy. So Guy, he runs his own podcast called Western Contours.
Yeah, I
Um,
saw he was a sponsor somewhere on here.
mhm. Yeah. Um, that's a good podcast. He has a bunch of people on. It's really really good.
Yeah, there he is. Nice.
Sure.
Oh, it's on the shared screen there.
I don't see it. Where's Western Contours?
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
it was lagging.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool. Yeah, he's guy's awesome. Um,
Give him a listen.
yes.
Very nice. Awesome, man. Well, yeah, that's fun. Sounds like a fun time. Looked like a fun time. Shared some pictures and all that good stuff, and they all posted and stuff like that. So I was keeping up a little bit. I wasn't. I mean, they didn't have like a live track or anything, but it was fun. Looked like a fun time. So,
Yeah.
like I said, try to get out there next year because that'd be sweet.
Yeah, dude. If you could get out here for at least just one next year, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you'd really enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
And then
Just
we could
just
go
the archer
shoot.
side of it alone. And then I mean, we've talked about competing before. Just the
Mhm.
competition nature of us. We're just competitive dudes, and
Yep,
competing would be fun.
it's a lot of fun. So, well, I will say it kind of. I don't know if this is different, if this is the same or different with other 3D events. But it like the group of guys I went out with, it was like yeah, we were competing, but at the same time we're all pretty like relaxed, chilled, like just enjoying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So the one that's here, I haven't done like I haven't done it like competitive for money or whatever, winner at the end type deal. Um, so it's always been just a for fun shoot, and so it's
Oh,
just it's relaxed. But I mean, Tanner kind of talked about it. Like those guys, it's kind of like golf in that setting. It's like you
yeah,
want to be quiet, make sure you're not making too much noise, not moving around too much, because these guys are, I mean, they're one competing for money, two they're getting prepped for the ASA tournament the following week, and so it's like they're taking it pretty serious, and you get that vibe. Like if you're out there having fun, like they're not going to get like upset at you, right? Like they haven't got upset. I haven't seen anybody get upset, but like I'm sure if you jack around enough around them, they'll be like, "Hey, straighten up." But
oh
um,
for sure,
for the most part, it's just like it's a relaxed vibe, but it's not super outgoing vibe. But the
right,
one in
yeah,
Garden City, I mean, like I said before, that one was really small, not a ton of people, but it was all just a bunch of people that were, we all put in $20 or whatever to have a shoot, and if you walk out of there winning, you get your money back, and it was it was the same that you're kind of describing, just everybody there to have fun, shoot, and get better,
yeah,
enjoy the company, all that good stuff. Yeah, I think it just depends if what style event it is and the size of the event a little bit too. But yeah, I think just the overall what is the goal of the event? Like, is it an actual tournament style, um, like big time ASA event? Because that's like pretty serious, not a whole lot
right.
of tomfoolery. But like the one, like I said, the one in Garden, it was all competitive. There was no like for fun side of it. Like you put up money or you don't shoot, and but it was still fun. It wasn't like, oh, we're super serious. We got to be locked in. Don't distract. I mean, you don't intentionally distract anybody. That side of it's a little bit different, I guess, than the Western Hunt Fest, where you don't have a card where you walk up and it says talk crap to, to the person that's shooting. But
Right, yeah.
um,
Well, there's a couple of challenges. Like there was one where you had to go full draw and then squat all the way down and then shoot
like from the squat,
from the squat. Yeah,
wow, fun.
yeah. And
I
then
mean,
there's another one you had
not
to sit
physically
on.
fun, but like it's just interesting. That's fun.
Yeah, there's another one where you had to sit on this log and shoot. Um, and then there's another you had to shoot from blind. And I was
Yes,
like, oh,
I
this is
saw. I was looking through the gallery or whatever. It looked like there were mostly some older pictures, maybe just from last year, the last couple of years. But yeah, they
uh,
had guys squatting down in a blind, and
yeah, but like yeah, most of the shots. The farthest shot we did was 50 yards.
okay.
So
Well, I
I
mean,
thought we were gonna.
for a competitive setting, you're not gonna expect people like if you're gonna actually be competitive, you're not gonna expect people to be shooting that many people to be shooting 80-yard plus shots.
Yeah, for some reason I thought like there will be like 80-yard shots, but I got there and one of the guys like, dude, I saw you freaking dropping a hundos the other day. He goes, furthest we're gonna go here is 50. I was like, oh. I was like, he goes, you'll be fine then. I was like, I guess so.
I hope so.
I know, right? I hope so.
Oh well, we're glitching out. We're glitching out. Settle down.
Oh,
Settle
little
down.
glitch.
Is it glitching on your end too?
Yeah.
Give a seizure alert to the viewers and listeners. Well, listeners, you're probably not going to get a seizure. Well, hopefully not.
Yeah, listeners are like, what are they talking about?
Viewers, the screen is freaking out on me right now. This is a big time test run, and we'll see if we actually like it or not. But anyways, I don't know where that screen just went. So, oh, there it is.
Oh well. Oh. So,
I was trying to show the picture of the guys shooting from the blind again, but anyways, no, it sounds like fun. Like I said, try to get out there next year. That'd be sweet for multiple reasons. One, it'd be fun to participate, and it'd be awesome. The more I think about doing those types of events, especially like this, I guess, smaller scale. Oh, my battery's running low. That's probably why.
Oh.
We might have to.
That'll do it.
Please hold. Please hold. Oh.
Well, what's happening now? I'm echoing.
Yeah, my speaker. Holy cow, we're gonna have to do some big editing there. So sorry about that.
Whoopsies.
Oh well, there we go. All right, we'll share this instead. All right. Yeah, but so it'd be fun to participate, but also it would be fun to or good for the business side of it, because I was thinking about it, especially in that one, everybody, well, a lot of people are going to be hunters. They're not a whole lot of like target guys, and so
Right.
that's more of what like full-fledged archery, the business side of it, is like tailored to, is the hunters. Because for the most part, the target guys, they're so fine-tuned on what they're doing with those arrows that they're gonna build them themselves, or like they have like a super specific person that they super duper trust with that.
Right.
And it's just not it. That's not really the clientele. And tack, there's a lot of hunters and for fun guys, and but that's a really big scale. And so I feel like for me it'd be, size wise, it'd be a good stepping stone and get in and do those. Maybe have a way to do all of them, every event next year or something like that.
Right.
But just having a booth to be like, hey, this is what we do, and um, have some arrows, or go buy some arrows for your hunting season, and buy some arrows for the next event, because it's all going to be basically the same thing. You're not really buying target arrows for events like that. You're shooting your hunting arrows probably for something more like that.
Right. Well, the thing is too is like you'll yeah, it's more of a competition setting, but guys are gonna need arrows as well there, and then maybe you could potentially make a few of them real quick for them, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, have a bunch of like stock arrows, just standard size, the typical 29-inch draw, your most average guy, and then people with shorter draw lengths just be like, well, you're gonna have a long arrow, but you're gonna have arrows. Buy you a dozen.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean,
Yeah.
it was all brewing in my mind, going like when you were like, all right, it's tomorrow, that you were going. It was Friday, Saturday, wasn't it?
Yep, it was Friday, Saturday. I only went Saturday.
Yeah, it was like, man, to do a 2-day event like that, it'd be worth it for sure, for multiple reasons, as a participant and as a vendor.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have gone that on Friday, but I only have so many PTO days at work, and
Yeah.
I got the wedding and a couple tack events, so it's kind of,
Yeah,
well,
you're
I
gonna
only
have to
can do
save up
so
your
much.
PTO for those,
Yeah.
especially the wedding,
So
the most important one.
yeah, yeah, exactly right. But well, yeah. What did Justin do? Anything archery related?
No, no archery related.
No hunt highlight.
No, I thought about possibly going hunting. Well, there were multiple times last week. Bryant and I were trying to go, and every day that we wanted to go, it was like thunderstorm, thunderstorm, or oh, I forgot I have this appointment with a doctor or whatever. And it's like, what? How do you forget you have that doctor's appointment? But anyways, it was like, okay, all good.
Whoops.
Um, but no, so like the plan, he hasn't been able to get out to hunt much. Just tons of shit has happened for him, and so he hasn't been able to get out much. So it was like the plan last week, and now I think the plan going into this week, we're gonna have to figure it out. The next 2 days look like crap for weather anyway, so it's not gonna. We're not like in a rush to make a plan. It's gonna be like Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday of this upcoming week. For us,
Right.
are the only good weather days, and so it's like how much hunting do you want to do? Like, if you want to hunt after work Wednesday, Thursday, this is the plan that we've come up with is since I get off work at 1:30, I would, come home, grab my stuff and go to the spot that's a little bit closer to his house than really anywhere else. And it's the spot that we've seen the most birds. And so I would get out there, set up the blind, have the stools ready, like have the decoys out, the full setup ready to go. I'd get out there, 2, 3. Well, it'd probably be closer to 2:30, 3 o'clock. But he would get off work at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, somewhere in that range. And so then he would
Uh-huh.
come and just immediately just come out to the field and it would all be set up. And, when I've been out there, the birds have been like 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Well, if he was going solo, it would be fine to an extent. He would have to be rushing, like running through the field if he's even a little bit
Right.
late. So it's like, you know, I'll kind of like be like your turkey guide and just have everything set up for you and in hopefully the right spot. And all you got to do is text me when you get to the parking spot and when you're walking in. And if there's birds in the field, I'll tell you to like come a different way or something like
Yeah.
something. Or if there's no birds, be like, you're in the clear, hurry up. It's about that time. But so that's the plan is, I'll get there 3 o'clock and he'll get off work at 3 o'clock and he'll get out there as soon as he can and jump in a blind and hopefully a bird comes by within 30 minutes to an hour after that. And, obviously sunset's starting to get later and later. So tons of time, but we're going into our last week of turkey hunting. So last week of season. So it'll be interesting. See if we'll be able to do it.
Dang, it's already the last week for you guys.
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
You guys don't go
Maybe.
until in the May.
It might be. Let me. I guess we'll go back to Grok and figure out the turkey season for Tennessee. Oh,
And I see.
I'm missing an either. Oh, where'd it go?
You're
Holy
logged
cow!
out. Dumb.
Well, anyways, I'll just Google it. Um,
May
oh, May
25th.
25th. So we got 2 weeks. I thought this week was last week.
Okay. Yeah, we got till the 31st.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, but anyways, I don't. I mean, I don't know how much I really want to spend that much time on turkey anymore. They'll be fun. It'd be sweet to get one. I'm not like gung ho on it. Never have been, but
Mhm.
I've been progressing in my turkey enthusiasm. I started off like zero care in the world, and then last year went to NWTF and was like, turkey, you're kind of cool. And then went this year and was like, hey, that seems pretty fun. Like it's a lot more fun than I thought. Well,
Yeah.
now it's turning into maybe somewhere down the road I will be pretty well invested in turkey hunting, but I don't know. I got to study up a little bit more. And have more experience out in the field. I screwed up that last hunt that I went on. I moved when I shouldn't have been moving, and
Yeah.
I mean that's just hunting 101. That's not even turkey hunting. Like
Right.
when you got a bird in the field, freaking sit your ass still because shit's just about to go down. And
Yeah.
I got squirrely and it bit me in the butt. Um, so anyways, no hunting, but we did go fishing. I told you about the paddle boards. We got all the stuff for the paddle
Yep.
boards in, and this, I guess, past Tuesday we went out before Caitlin had a trip for work that she was going to be gone pretty much all weekend for, and so I was like, well, we got to get out so I can get out without you, and not have it be the first time going out. We got to go out together. So we went out on Tuesday, and everything worked great. It was awesome. Had a fun time, and we got all the boxes and crates and boards and fish finder. Like everything was just like souped up, ready to go, perfect.
Mhm.
I ended up catching one fish, hybrid striped white hybrid bass. It was the first
Nice.
of that type that we've actually caught, and the first one that was of legal size, so we kept it 15 inches, like right on the dot. So the size limit's 15 inches on hybrid bass, and so it was like, well, good thing it's 15 inches because I'm keeping it. So
Heck
got
yeah.
it home, filleted it up. I was gonna cook it this weekend, but I think I might cook it. I might freeze it now and save it up, and once we get a few more, fry them up. But um, I was trying all these different methods. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with bass, and so was like, you know what? I've seen people say spoons and jigs will catch any type of fish. You just go and jig them, or you can and cast and retrieve them. And so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go out. I've got this fish finder that my brother-in-law got me off Amazon. Let's go. It was going off all day. It was showing me that there were fish. I was like, let's go. Let's go out somewhere else, somewhere deeper, and I'm just gonna jig over a spot that this thing beeps at me if there's a fish. Just be like, all right, let's see
Mhm.
if sure enough, it goes beep beep beep, and wham! He took it, man. Like he had swallowed this spoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, woo! I'm reeling it in, having a hell of a time. I get it all the way in, and like Caitlin had paddled somewhere else, and so I wasn't gonna like yell at her across the lake, but she finally got close enough, and I hold it up, and I'm like, it happened! I caught a fish, like an actual fish that we
Finally.
actually want. Yeah, so caught that fish, kept it, and then that was pretty much it for that day.
Oh,
Then
you're you're blipping out.
what the heck? Reconnecting.
What is happening?
There, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
I wonder if my Wi-Fi freaked out on me for a second. Goodness gracious, technology.
Oh, technology.
So, what'd you miss?
Uh, you pretty much were going in and out during that whole spiel you just said.
Oh man, hopefully that doesn't get all screwed up. Um, well, anyways, caught the fish, kept the fish, went home like 10 minutes after that because it started to get late. Had to feed the dogs, had to feed us. And so that was that. So then yesterday, Saturday, I go out on my own because I'm like, Caitlin's out of town. I got nothing else to do. I'm going to go fishing. Get everything set up, just normal, go out. It was a lot more windy. And so I was like, well, I found, or we were thinking about getting anchors, but I remembered I've got these anchors for the duck decoys, the jerk rigs. And it's like the same type of anchor that I'm seeing online of like if you're going to get an anchor for paddle boards or kayaks, you're gonna get one that's just like this. And so I was like, I've got 3 of those, so I'm gonna use one for
Yeah.
the paddleboard. So I grab it, go out, and it worked really well. Well, I get out there, I'm fishing. I have one nibble, like 10 minutes in. I'm like, heck yeah, it's go time. I figured out a little system. Well, that was the only nibble I had, and I changed spots because it just went dead. Change spots, go somewhere else. Well, this freaking guy, I can't blame him. It wasn't their fault. This guy just keeps going back and forth. They're hauling a skier and just back and forth and back and forth. So they keep causing some waves. And it's not I mean, it wasn't a big deal. They weren't huge waves. It was just like a nuisance. Well, the wind was going one direction, the waves were coming another. You can already see where this is going. Your boy took a dip. I was sitting most of the day because it was windy enough. Well, eventually, your ass gets sore, itchy, whatever. So I stood up, doing a little stretch. Well, I timed it just wrong, just absolutely wrong. Wind
Oh,
picks up, wave comes in. I get both sides, and it just tips me. I'm like, lose my balance. Whoa, whoa, fall in, and in the fall, I go and reach for the board. Well, to reach for the board, I drop the fishing pole, grab the board. Didn't realize that's what I did until I get back up on the board. I'm like, "Whoa, I'm wet. All right, let's go back to fishing." Nothing else fell off.
yeah.
Didn't lose anything. I'm like, "All right, let's go back to fishing. I'll just be a little wet." And I was like, "Wait, where's my fishing pole?" And dropped it
Oh,
bottom of the lake. It was only
no.
it was only 10 foot deep, and so like,
Okay.
but it wasn't like the water clarity isn't super great, so you couldn't like see it. It was like,
Mhm.
oh shit, it's gone. So make sure everything's strapped down good. I'm like, yeah, that's the only thing I lost. Paddle my happy ass back into shore. Lost a fishing pole and a good lure. So gonna have to get replacements for both of those. But so that
Well, that
was
sucks.
that was the eventfulness of the weekend for me.
That stinks.
Yep.
They lost one.
Lost a pole, but it's all right. We've got one extra. So Caitlin has hers, and we had one extra. So I'll use that one for the time being.
Okay.
Academy is running some deals right now. They have some poles for like 20-25 bucks, like the fishing combos with a rod and reel combo. So I might
Oh,
just go
nice.
get one of those.
Yeah. Those are nice. They
Yeah.
get the job done.
Yep. I mean, I don't need anything special, nothing fancy, but
Yeah.
no.
It's just
No,
fish.
we're. I mean, I was like, man, I don't want that to happen again. So they make these like floaties, but they're smaller and they wrap around like just above the reel and before your first eyelet. And it just wraps around the pole and it stays out of the way of the line when you got a spinning rod, which
Uh-huh.
that's what we use. And so it's like, that's in the cart for on Amazon right now. I'm about to hit purchase on that thing because I mean,
Nice.
if we fall in, we don't want to lose a pole. Like everything else is either strapped down or floats, and that's the only
Right.
thing that doesn't float. And of course, that's the one thing that I lost or that I dropped. So don't want that to happen again. So
No.
they come in like a 6 pack for like $10. So it's like
Oh, that's
may as,
worth it. Yeah.
may as well. It's cheap. It should get the job done, and it's bright green. So if it happens to get flung, you can't see it. It's bright green. You'll be able to see it too and paddle over and get it. But yep. So look, we're looking at getting all sorts of stuff for the paddle boards
Nice.
because we're pretty well in on it now. I think we're going to spend a lot of time on them this summer.
A lot of time. What?
A lot of time on them this summer, out
Yeah. Oh,
paddling
I
and
would. Heck yeah, dude.
fishing and all that stuff. So
Catch some big old bass.
yeah, hopefully some striped hybrids. We want to go up to the other lake and catch some walleye or sauger, whatever. There's another lake like an hour
That'd be
away
cool.
that we're hoping we might make a couple trips over and catch some walleye out of there.
Nice. Never caught a
Yes,
walleye.
sir.
I'd love to one day.
We'll get you on them. We'll find a way. I said
Oh,
we'll
you're
find
disconnecting
a way
again.
to get you on them. Gosh dang, everything's
Cool.
reconnecting, rebooting, losing connection. My phone's about to die. My computer's about to die. Freaking mess.
Everything's about to die.
Yeah.
So, well, good. Minus losing the fishing pole, sounds like still had a good time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had fun yesterday. It was all good. Just got a little wet and lost the fishing pole. So, yep.
Yeah,
And then this upcoming week, now
it'll happen.
Caitlin has a couple days that she might be able to get out after work, or she might not have to work a couple days over the next couple weeks, and so um, gonna find a way to get out on the boards again together.
I'm losing you.
So, yeah, I know. I can see that you're losing me because my computer is showing that it's losing me. So then I know you're losing me. Stupid.
Yeah, dumb.
Well, I got nothing else groundbreaking to share. So anything, any closing thoughts for you, Brooksy?
I don't think so. I think that's sign up for the next Western Hunt Fest,
Yeah.
Raton,
Let's
New Mexico.
let's go back, throw that back on there. The old Western Hunt Fest, Raton, New
Yeah,
Mexico.
so those two on the left on
Oh,
the homepage,
yeah.
those are the two dudes who kill it in the pack out. Yeah. Well, is that Cody? Yeah. Those guys, they all kill it.
They're the heroes.
That's, yeah, they're king.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is
There's
valid.
Lucas there.
This guy,
Yeah, Lucas is the winner there. Yep, that's him. Beast.
nice. There, he's shooting in a blind. These
Yep.
guys are shooting in a blind. These guys are running around. They got dead heads. Yeah, it looks like a fun time.
It is. It's a great time.
Yeah,
So
so Raton is coming up in a month, a few weeks.
a little less about probably 3 weeks, I'd say, because
Yeah,
we
June
got
6th.
June 7th or June 6th, 7th, and 8th. Sorry.
So that's a full weekend.
So so the Friday, Saturday will be archery, and then Sunday will be rifle. That'll be their first time doing a rifle event, and it's in conjunction with the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation as well. So
Wait.
I think there's gonna be a lot of folks there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yep.
18. Oh. Where'd it go?
Oh
I
yeah, you have
found
to
it.
have like an account or whatever.
It just wanted me to sign into Google to see who all signed up already, or who all's
Oh,
interested, or whatever.
gotcha.
It's showing 3 plus 18 more, so there's at least 21 people.
At least.
There's at least 17 people for the last one in Bailey.
In America. Oh yeah. Nice.
So yeah, June 6th, Raton, New Mexico, 3-day event.
One of the most badass facilities in the country, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully they go back next year and I can check out all these cool places.
Yeah. I know. I think they really want to do Air Force again next year. I mean, Raton's they've been doing it for a few years now, and they really like it there. And then American Bowman, that's a really cool course as well. Bailey's awesome. Then the hosts are awesome. So
Yeah, right on, right
yep,
on. Well, that'll about wrap her up. That was a good little update. I'm glad Brooks had a good time at
yep.
the Western Hunt Fest, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys listening.
See you guys.